Hello, hi, how are you? This is Matthew from LoveBudi with another love tip today. It's about meaning. Do you have meaning in your life? Meaning. Some sense of purpose, some sense of some mission, some reason to go on. Now, a lot of people, they just reproduce at best. Maybe 90% of the people on this planet, of the 7.5 billion or so, maybe we really don't have a strong purpose, don't have a strong meaning, don't have a lot of clarity about our mission, don't really have some strong beliefs about what we're here to do. Some people borrow from some religion, or they borrow from some group, or they borrow from TV. They end up chasing after something that's supposed to be meaningful, but of course it's meaningless. So the reason I'm sharing this is because most people don't have meaning in their lives. They don't know how to find meaning for their lives. I certainly looked, but I started out with, as long as I can remember, as young as I can remember. I think maybe I was 5 or 6 when I started thinking. And my original goal, my original purpose, my original idea was just try to be a good guy. I mean, try to be a really, really good guy. Try to be somebody who is really contributing to the world. The world has problems. People are unhappy. People are starving, or whatever problems come up, natural disasters I was aware of when I was a kid, earthquakes, floods, things like that, wars. And I felt like, wow, there are some things that are really wrong with this life that don't have to be so bad. And the older I got, the more I realized nothing's being done. I joined a lot of religions trying to figure out, well, maybe, worshiping God is going to do that. Well, that concept fell flat on its face. It's not a workable concept for me whatsoever. But what I did finally stumble across, how can I achieve this, is through love. I came to understand that love is the key. Love is the source of everything. Love is the guiding principle. And if we have love, if we're aware of love, not some other special made up fabricated garbage, but love. So everything that I understand about love, and everything I write about love, everything I say about love, comes from the source of love, as best as I can understand it, as best as I can interpret it. It's all open to debate. It's all open to change. It's all open to improvement. There's no dogma here. There's no absolute truths. That's a ridiculous concept, because everything's always changing. And love doesn't change. But our interpretation, understanding, implementation of love does change. And that's the meaning that I have. Now, people talk about, the purpose of life is to give it meaning. And I really like that idea. We can add our own meaning to life. The idea of love being the purpose of our life. See, I really believe that we're here to learn to love. I feel like this is kind of a school. And whether you believe in the Matrix, or whether you believe in holograms, or whether you believe in, all that fantasy stuff, or stuff about near-death experiences when people go through the tunnel of light, whether you believe in all those things or not doesn't really matter, because what it boils down to in my mind is that no matter what, I'm not going to go wrong when I focus on love. No matter what, it's not going to be a mistake. Because love is about compassion and kindness and patience and understanding, communication, self-love, self-nurturing, nurturing others, empowering oneself and empowering others. This is the best formula for life, regardless of whether you believe in aliens, or regardless of whether you believe in a God or not. If there's a God out there that wants to kill me because I believe in love and I'm practicing love, hey, I did my best. I'm not going to feel guilty. I'm not going to be afraid of that God. I'm not going to worship some God that wants me to do evil things, that wants me to separate from people, judge people, practice silly rules, and believe in silly ideas that don't contribute to us working together and cooperating and loving each other. That's the meaning that I found in my life. And once we do, and sharing the love is my particular mission. That's my job, sharing, trying to make it easy for people to discuss it, understand it, study it, share what they know about love, debate what they hear other people hear about love, say, well, I thought it was this, and it appears to be this way to me, so that we can just express, understand, communicate, and share. We can always make a choice. We want to build this huge banquet, this huge buffet of what love is about, and we can pick from those things whatever works best for us in our lives. So my mission, what I love to do, what really turns me on, excites me, inspires me, is sharing love with other people and having kind of having an interaction with other people about love. I love that. That's what I'm about. But if you understand love, and you know that love is at the core of who you are and of what this universe is about and what your mission is here on Earth, maybe it's painting, maybe it's working with horses, maybe it's building computers, maybe it's building houses. Whatever you do that is that you're inspired to do, something that you really love, and you know, because once you understand what the love zone is, and I talk about that in videos and in my books, and there's a course coming up on this. When you're in the love zone, you have this clarity about what really turns you on, and you're living in this kind of exciting, motivated, inspired, wonderful, joyful, happy, meaningful world. Once you're living in the love zone, once you understand what the love zone is, and you get in there and you kind of stay in there as much as you possibly can. That's what I work on doing. I work on staying in the love zone as much as I possibly can. Not always there. Not trying to sell myself as some example. I'm just a guy who wants to learn more about love, share what he knows, and learn what others know about it. That's my mission. That's what I'm about. But I'm not any example of the perfect loving person. And I don't think anybody is or ever will be, as long as we're human beings. We're all learning, we're all on the road, and we're all making mistakes. And some of us make big, nasty, brutal mistakes that people hate us for. Sometimes we make a simple mistake by giving the wrong change in the restaurant or something like that. So there are all kinds of things that we can do, right or wrong, loving, not loving, less loving. But we're all on that road, in my opinion. And what about me? What about my life? Well, once you get in touch with your heart, once you communicate with your heart, once you're in the love zone enough, you become much, much more aware of who you are, because who you are is already there. You don't have to make that up. You don't have to use hypnosis. You don't have to use some extreme, you don't have to go to some guidance counselor. You don't have to get the book, What Color Is Your Parachute? Good book if you want, but don't need it. If you are in touch with love, you can find in your heart, in your soul, wow, I really love working with kids. I think kids are so cute, and I love to teach them the ABCs. Maybe you want to work in a kindergarten or a nursery school. And that's going to give you joy to joy, day-to-day joy, day-to-day happiness, delightful. I know that my baby is so delightful to me. Children are wonderful, and that's a wonderful objective. That's a wonderful thing that you can do with your life that adds meaning to your life. But there's a billion more wonderful things that you can do. And you find that in your heart. You find that because you're a unique person. And the things that turn you on, it's a little bit different than anybody else. Maybe if you look at an orchestra, all these people love to play, hopefully, they all love to play that instrument, and they love to make that beautiful music. But one enjoys the clarinet, one enjoys the French horn, another enjoys the piano. One of them is married, another one is single, another one likes to travel, another one doesn't. Another one prefers one kind of music over, we're all unique, even though we look like we have some similar goals, and there are some overlap, but still, each one of us is absolutely worth exploring. And this is such a huge crime that there are thousands of children that die every day through our neglect, because we're buying Gucci purses or houses or fancy cars. And we're not working together in community, and we're not contributing to people that are dying through our neglect. They're drinking this dirty water, and they're getting this diarrhea that kills them because they don't have a few cents worth of antibiotics. They don't have a few cents worth of filters, that you could use to clean the water. And so this is a major cause. And look at the loss of people. Look at the people, billions of people on this planet living on less than $1.50 a day. And these people are in extreme poverty and they're struggling to survive. What kind of incredible potential, cures for cancer, perfect energy, perfect batteries or perfect ways of creating energy. It's in the minds, it's in the potential of these people. The most beautiful music you've ever heard, the most beautiful paintings here, the most beautiful buildings, the most practical structures, the best way to grow vegetables. I mean, all of these secrets that can make life wonderful for all of us, we're neglecting in ourselves when we're not loving ourselves. We're neglecting in the world when we're not loving the world, when we're not nurturing each other and helping each other out. Self-sacrifice, giving what you don't have, is not love. That's martyrdom, and that's not love at all. So I'm not talking about, oh, you should sell your house and give everything. I mean, if you want to do that, great, because there might be a lot of money tied up in your house, and that money could help a lot of people. But this idea about capitalism is motivation, no. Love is motivation. Love is the real motivation. Capitalism is just a beautiful twisting and perversion of motivation. If you believe in capitalism, if you think democracy is the way to go, totally out of touch with love. When you understand love, it brings such clarity. Love is the center. Love is all we need. Compassion for each other, cooperating together. We don't even need money, because most everything in life can't be measured with money anyway. And when you do use money, it's really great at exploiting people. Look at how great money is at exploiting people. So get in touch with your heart. You bring meaning to your own life. You understand who you are, who you want to be. It becomes crystal clear to you as time goes by, because you're in touch with yourself and you have the right framework. You understand self-respect and kindness and communication, listening, honesty, integrity, not holding back. Love forces us to be absolutely fantastic. When we have that framework, when we have that foundation, we have that as a reference. If we have a love-guided existence, a love-principled life, all the questions are answered. Every question is answered. How do you do it? So pay attention to what the love qualities are. Watch the videos. I've got over 100 videos I share. I've got 71 qualities for love. Read other books about love. Listen to other people talk about love. I'm definitely a source for information about love because it's what I focus on 100%. I haven't seen anybody that shares this information or shares the information the way I do that focuses on love so much. I haven't seen it anywhere. But maybe there's somebody out there. I know people write books about love, but you be the judge. You decide what helps you understand love, what helps you get more in touch, what empowers you, what motivates you to, what inspires you to contribute, to be the best you that you can be. And that's what it's all about. And like I say, we're all on that journey. We're all in different places, different speeds, different locations in this huge multidimensional existence. So we're all going in different directions, and it's absolutely impossible to judge another person and say, hey, they're wrong, they did that wrong, or I'm further ahead than they are on some love scale baloney. That's absolutely bull. We're all in our own way in the same place. It's not a competition. Love is a blossoming, love is a blooming, love is life. Do two different flowers compete with each other? Oh, I'm a better, no. Each of us have our unique, meaningful life inside of us. And when you get in touch with love, when you get into the love zone as much as you can, when you understand love, that meaning for your life is going to come out. It's going to automatically come out. Send me a message. I can help you understand that. Send me a message. I can help walk you through that. Or take the course that's coming up, How to Have a Meaningful Life. Because billions and billions of us don't have that chance. We don't have that choice. Some of us have the opportunity, but we've got no guidance. We've got no leadership. We've got no framework. We don't understand love. So that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about how you can have more meaning in your life. And it's through love, understanding love. because love is where it's at, baby. Okay, thanks so much for listening. Have a wonderful day. I hope your life is filled with love. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.